Hold. Look at these notes. Cookies, soap, blood. This one is based on a serial killer. True story. I promise. Did I grab your attention? Good. Believe me when I say this is real. Stick around to find more. Have you stumbled across a perfume house so intriguing, so bold, that it instantly grabs your attention? Well, today we are diving into Spiritica, a brand new Italian niche house that got launched last year. And let me tell you this, two of their perfumes list blood as a note in them. Yes, you heard it right, blood. The last perfume on today's video actually has a very terrifying past. Do stick around to discover more. You will want to hear it, trust me. Blood in perfumes sounds shocking, isn't it? But this is not as unheard of as you might think. Over the years, perfumers have evoked the scent of blood using metallic notes, iron like accords, or even animalic musks to capture its primal and visceral edge. Perfumes like Blood from Redwood Alchemy to Imaginary Author's Bull Blood Second Edition, this note has lurked in the shadows of niche perfumery. I actually did not know that until I discovered this house of Spiritica. I've got their discovery set right here. They currently have about 6 perfumes in their lineup, out of which 5 are present in this discovery set. All of them are extrait version and are priced at about €190 for a 50 ml bottle, which is equivalent to about £160. We are about to explore these mysterious avant-garde scents. Will they be hauntingly beautiful or just plainly terrifying? Let's find out. Once again, do stick around for this video. The inspiration of the last one on this list actually gave me goosebumps, literally. Believe me when I say this, you will want to hear it. So the first one is Mangomacumba. As the name suggests, this is an exotic tropical fragrance that blends the mango note with floral and musky notes, with blood being mentioned one of its notes. This opens with a fruity mango sweet note, almost like a mango candy sweetness. Then the florals come into play, and all of this is on the base of a lactonic milky musk. In all of this, I don't pick up any blood scent whatsoever. Blood has a very peculiar odor, which I don't pick up in it. Unlike the last one on today's list, this does not have that blood smell to it. It gave me a decent performance of about 7 to 8 hours with a moderate sillage. This is actually a floral twist to the Herba Gold DNA. This will be good for spring and summer, and it will gather compliments. Mangomacumba will be praised for its unique mango-infused floral composition. As I mentioned, I do not pick up any blood in it, but the scent profile is good. Nothing new, but a good one overall. I would rate this as 7.5 on 10. The second one is Weon. This is actually my favorite in this lot. It's a very aromatic and a smooth scent. Weon has this ultimate ozonic and marine opening with addition of some milky notes of vanilla and mint. As it develops, it gets this lipstick vibes, almost like Dior Homme. Now, Dior Homme has a prominent iris into it, but there is no iris mentioned in the notes here, but a mixture of all the other notes certainly take it in that direction. And surrounding all of this, you get these earthy undertones which are very good, and leather, especially at the dry down. Once again, leather is not mentioned in its note, but I can clearly pick it up at dry down. If you see the notes, it has metallic accord mentioned. It is possible that the metallic accord mixing with the earthy undertones give it a leather accord. The leather that I pick up is almost like a Tom Ford ombre leather prominent. My problem with this, at the extended dry down, it becomes really milky sweet on my skin, which I did not like. There are lactonic notes at the opening, but it becomes really sweet at the dry down on my skin. It's like a wonderful movie that has a very boring end. Surprisingly, it was not that sweet on the test strip. Maybe it's my skin's chemistry with this one making it more sweet in the end. Overall, Weon is a very fresh and aromatic take on Dior Home that is mixed with some Tom Ford's ombre leather and some milky sweetness into it. At least that is what I get. It lasts well over 8 hours and gives a very decent projection. This has a very versatile profile in my opinion. This will be good for all year round. It will also make a very good office scent. I won't add it to my collection, not at least now. This would have been a solid 8.5 on 10, but that milky sweetness on my skin pulls it really down for me. The final score at present is only 6.5 on 10. But I will give it a second chance and won't discount it just now. I will sleep on it for some time and revisit it after a few months. Maybe I would change my mind then. Let's see. This is Weon. The third from this house is Suspecto. This one is fresh, also aromatic, but a spicy scent with green undertones. There is fresh and marine notes in the opening that quickly settle, following which the frankincense and the benzoin take the center stage and make the scent a little bit warm. However, the green undertones keep the scent quite airy and aromatic throughout. It also has some honey and beeswax, but I don't pick that much. It's just at the background, just as a bystander. Actually, out of the whole discovery set from Spiritica, this one is the least sweet of all. Suspecto has a good versatile scent profile and can be worn all year round. This gave me about 8 to 9 hours of longevity with an average projection. In all, I will give this about 7.5 on 10. It's a good aromatic, fresh and a spicy green scent. If you like this profile, do try it. This is Suspecto from Spiritica. Fourth one is Atmayatra. This is also a very aromatic, fresh, minty, earthy green scent, but it is quite sweet. The previous Suspecto, if you see, also had a very similar profile but was not at all sweet. But this one is very, very sweet. The opening is like a mint candy along with some cardamom. Then the frankincense comes in through with these earthy tones balancing out that sweetness. As the time passes and the dry down appears, the sandalwood in the background balances that sharpness from the frankincense and the earthy notes. In addition, it also becomes quite ambery at the extended dry down. The initial mint candy sweetness becomes less as the time passes, but it does persist throughout. You can clearly make that sweetness right from start to the end. This too gave me about 8 to 9 hours of longevity with a decent projection. Even though this is a green, fresh scent, I do not see myself wearing it in the summer heat. But this will be very good for spring and autumn. Atmayatra is a minty sweet cardamom incensey fragrance, becoming kind of ambery at dry down. This is Atmayatra in a nutshell basically. The blend is good but could have been better as it still have some sharp edges. This is not a safe blind buy guys, as the sweetness is almost cloying in the beginning. So if you don't like sweet fragrances, give this one a pass. In the Hindi language, Atmayatra means soul's journey. But my soul did not go anywhere unfortunately with this one. I will give it about 7 on 10. Atmayatra from Spiritica. And my dear friends, here comes the star of the show, Leonarda. Disclaimer: the inspiration behind this fragrance is very dark and gothic. Viewer discretion is advised. This is a true story about a serial killer called Leonarda Cianciulli, who was based in Italy. She murdered 3 women between 1939 and 1940. What is really dark in these murders is that she took her victims' blood, dried it, and then mixed it with flour, chocolate, and sugar and made cookies out of them. And then she personally ate those cookies and served it to the people who came to her house. That's not all. She used the human fat from the corpses of her victims to make soap cakes, which she then distributed it to the neighbors and other people around. My God, now that is dark. And This is where the inspiration of this perfume comes from and has the notes of blood, cookies, and soap. Now, let's talk about the scent itself. Also aromatic and sweet, but soapy and does have that blood character to it. Surprisingly, not in a weird way. Really surprising. Blood has that peculiar smell, and this one captures that smell very nicely. Leonardo opens very airy and soapy, along with that blood minerally feel to it, with an ever so slight green undertone. And again, like others from this brand, there is sweetness in this, but not at all cloying, and it comes from that cookie accord and raspberry note. At the dry down, the sulfur notes gets balanced with this smooth chocolate in it. One peculiar thing about this scent is that throughout its journey, this remains very soapy and carries that minerally blood feel to it, but just under that surface. It does not come right at your face, but it is enough to make its presence felt. This remains airy for a very long time, and surprisingly, I can see myself wearing it in spring and summer. But will I buy a full bottle of 50 ml for 160 pounds? No, not at this price point for this scent profile. It does perform very well though. It gave me a solid 9 to 10 hours and very good projection. This is surely something very, very different. I haven't tried anything like this before. And for that reason, I might just keep a small volume of it on my shelf, but probably not a full bottle. In a nutshell, this is a very soapy, aromatic, sweet, minerally fragrance. Do not blind this one. Test it first and see what you feel. I can see some of you can feel sick after testing it, but some of us may like the scent. Even though the inspiration behind this one is very dark and gothic, but the scent per se is actually quite bright. Such is life, isn't it? Lotus blooms in muddy waters after all. And this is a very good example of that. Leonarda. And there you are, my friends. Spiritica, a brand that is not afraid to push boundaries. I appreciate their creations. Most of them have a sweet and a green character to them and are very, very good performers. From the unsettling allure of blood-infused accords to a more unexpected twists, this house knows its job. Which one was your favorite? Would you dare to wear a fragrance with blood as a note? Let me know in the comment section. I am dying to hear your thoughts. Pun intended. If you enjoyed this discovery, don't forget to like and subscribe. And please stay tuned for more deep dives into this wild world of niche perfumery. So, until the next time, keep sniffing fearlessly. Bye-bye.